Konnichiwa. Build Des. It's July 12, 2026. I'm going to share with you briefly in this video my self-study plan, which covers a period between July and the end of September. And as you know, if you've seen other videos on this channel, I'll be going to a 10-week language school in Tokyo in October. But the place to start is I did some research trying to find out how do you go about learning a second language? What is the right steps that you should take? I'm going to put links to 3 different linguists in the video description. They have a lot of thoughts and theories about how to learn a second language. I'm drawing from them and how I created my self-study plan. So now let's kind of just go into the plan itself. I won't spend a lot of time, but I just want to give you an idea. If you're learning on your own, you might want to have more of a structured plan to give you guidance on where you should be spending your time. I'm retired, so I have available time during the day. This plan is for the period of July through September 2026. It's based upon a Monday through Friday effort, 2 to 4 hours a day, focused on learning the Japanese language. And if I can get more hours on a day, great. And if I can get some time in on a Saturday or Sunday, those are just kind of like bonus hours. So, again, I'm going to a Japanese language school in Tokyo in October. So I've set some goals to be completed prior to me going to that school. And the key books that I'm using is the Genki 1 textbook, its corresponding Genki 1 workbook. Let me go into this view here. And let me say that again. The Genki 1 textbook, edition 3, and the corresponding workbook. And then I have a book on kanji, and this is Kanji Tamago, and it is a companion book to the Dekiru Nihongo textbook that'll be used in the 10-week class that I'm going to. And in my exploring in that textbook, I had that textbook, I saw some kanji, so I thought it was appropriate to start learning some of the kanji. And so I have taken a chart of the kanji that I should expect to see in that workbook, and I've created flashcards around them, and I'll show you my flashcard system in a bit. All right, so goals for by July 31st, goals to be completed by August 31st, and then I have goals to be completed by September 30th. Again, just give me some guidance and keeps me a little more focused. The weekly core framework, Monday through Friday, is going to be a combination of what is called input. So I'll be taking things in about the language, words, vocabulary, patterns, those type of things. Some of that will be done through reading. I should have also listening on here because I'll be doing listening exercises. And then again, I'll be learning some of the kanji. And let me step back here. This goal by the end of this month is reach 100% reading mastery of katakana. I'm 100% with hiragana, but I'm only about 60% right now on katakana. And so I think I'll be successful in getting that goal completed. So 50% of the self-study plan is based around input, taking things in, not speaking. 30% is about production, whether that be verbalizing the language and those type of things. and then 20% is on feedback, whether I get that feedback from my tutor or in doing an exercise in the workbook, I make an error, I learn something, I review that and make adjustments and those type of things. So that's kind of the concept there. And then I've got it broken down by day of the week, and also have a subscription to Smile Nihongo Academy. So 45 minutes on Monday, I will be spent time on module 4 of that. Then I'll spend 45 minutes on the Genki 1 textbook, and I'll be reading the dialogues aloud to myself, to like an empty chair. And then I'll be spending some time on Tamago and Anki, and I'll show you Anki in a minute. And then I've started to identify some easy to read, really level 0, level 1 Japanese books, just to start to read short stories and those type of things. In the process, I'll discover words I've not interacted with before. I can add them to my vocabulary flashcard set. I can, learn what that word means and those type of things. So I want to incorporate much more reading than what I'm doing right now, and reading of things that I might have a high level of interest in. Tuesday, again, it's kind of a combination of some production, the empty chair lecture, my introduction script. I can verbalize that to an empty chair, no anxiety, because no one's hearing me and those type of things. And then this Genki online self-study room is pretty cool, and I think I'm going to go over there right now. And this is really cool because they have a self-study room here that corresponds to the chapters in the workbook, and they've got kanji and kana, and they have dialogue video that you can play and listen to, and they have vocabulary. And when you go into vocabulary, you'll get flashcards. Now this you have to pay for because this is through Quizlet, but you basically get year student. I think this means year student. So you can test yourself. You can track performance. It's a pretty cool tool, companion tool to this textbook. And then while we're here, since I mentioned Anki, let me show you Anki Web. So this is Genki Web. This is a series of flashcard decks that are available to me, and some of these I have created, and some of these I have downloaded off of the Genki website that other people have created. And so it's a great way for the vocabulary that may not be in the Genki book, other vocabulary that I come upon from reading maybe the news or whatever, or reading a book, I can create a flashcard really easily. And then let's see if we got, so just kind of show you how this would work. What do we want to look at here? Let's look at verbs, and you could study now, and it will kuru. It will present a verb to you. I've categorized this deck by verb, and then on the other side, you show the answer to come in plain form, and then you can score. Was it easy for you to get? Was it good? Was it hard for you to get? And how you score you really want to be honest with yourself, because this is on spaced repetition. So if those ones that you find hard are going to be presented to you more often, those ones that are easy, that you score as easy, are going to be presented to you less often. So let's get out of that and go back to the deck. All right. So I've got a Tuesday schedule. I've got a Wednesday schedule. I have purchased a book, a photography book. I'm very interested in photography. I do headshots for people. I've worked with female models that want to put together a model's comp card, what they kind of use as a business card. So it's important to make learning fun. And when you're reading to acquire input, it helps if you're reading something of interest to you, because then you tend to stick with it. If it's boring story or boring content, you typically don't tend to stick with it as much. Now, one thing here on screen dynamics, let me go down here. So let me go back over to, not that one, not that one, not that one. Yeah, let me go back over to here, and go back up to the slideshow over here. So here's the Genki flashcard session. And so it's just kind of broken down on a day-to-day basis. Wednesday will be the day I meet with my tutor for 60 minutes. There'll be some prep work that has to happen, and then there'll be the follow-up based upon the 1 hour session. But then I'll also find time to read that photography book. It'll come, I should have it in about 7 days. And then I read it a little bit, and through that process I'll learn new words that will become comprehensible input and will become hopefully part of my vocabulary as I continue to build vocabulary. And then Thursday, kind of laid out for me so I know how to approach it. And then on Friday, I've got a set of activities timed, but I have NHK Easy, or the photography book, to do my reading. And on that, there is a website that you can go to, NHK News Web Easy, and I can click on an article and I can attempt to read the article. Again, a lot of it I won't comprehend, but again, it's a part of input acquisition. And if I encounter some words I don't understand, which will be a lot of them initially, then I'll maybe build a flashcard to add it into an Anki deck if it's not already there or in the Genki vocabulary that's being exposed to me. So, and then, again, this is just, I have a couple of things that I am making sure that I have available, one of them being this photography book here. And since the beginning of the book is, they kind of put all the technical jargon to the back of the book, it's supposed to be easy to read, and so we'll see. But I mean, it's about reading to acquire word acquisition and those type of things. So I have built that into my self-study plan, along with listening exercises as ways to do what's called comprehensible input. So that's kind of just a quick high-level overview of my self-study plan. Now, It'll probably get modified as I go along and those type of things. But at least I know each day what my goals are and how much time to set aside to execute the self-study plan. And all of this is trying to work towards being able to focus a minimum of 4 hours a day on learning Japanese content, because that's how my class is going to be structured. 4 hours each day. There'll be some breaks in that, and they also rotate teachers as I understand it. But I need, being retired and having complete control of my time, I didn't have to follow a structure anymore. I wasn't in school. There wasn't X number of classes I had to take in a day or anything like that. So getting back into the mold of being able to focus on something that's challenging, I'm practicing now through the self-study plan and seeing how well I do over time in keeping that 2 to 3 hour per day commitment. And I think I'll be successful, but I'm trying to ease myself into it. And, so we'll see how I do. But, all right, that's about it. Just wanted to share some of the things that I'm doing to approach my self-study plan. And again, overall, it's about enjoying the process, loving the process of self-study, of having fun, of not having anxiety, of not feeling frustrated. I mean, there are going to be times when I'm frustrated, oh man, I've seen that word so many times, but I still can't remember it. That's okay. I have no pressure on me. I'm not trying to get a job. So, the key to being successful for me is really, and what successful is just continuing to be interested in learning the Japanese language. And in order to do that, I need to make sure that the process that I'm using to learn that language is fun and is not a pressure situation. Because believe me, there's a lot of things in the Japanese language that I'm sure you would find in any language, but maybe in different areas, that are going to be challenging compared to the language I know, which is English. And you just kind of work through them. Don't get frustrated. Just stick with it. And consistency and persistence, let that carry you through while at the same time you're having fun. So, all right, well, if you like this kind of content, please give it a thumbs up. As always, like, share, and subscribe. And hopefully, everything's going well wherever you may be. Drop me a comment, say hello. In particular, if you are learning Japanese, because I'd like to hear how you're going about it, or you are proficient in Japanese and you use self-study and you may have some pointers that could help me, please drop a comment. That would always be appreciated. All right. Dewa ja mata.